Alrighty, so I've been playing with this stuff, right? And these are blocks of AUPT. It's mostly platinum and palladium with gold in the planes of cleavage between the cubic unit cells of platinum and palladium. The really bright, shiny silver stuff is palladium. It's evaporating off the top while it's pulling platinum in on the bottom. This was laying this way, and the little holes are where I was using my plasma cutter to heat this thing up. It turned into a liquid puddle sitting on top of the crucible with considerable self-adhesion. It didn't come apart or anything. It didn't like pour off the side because as I moved the torch along over from this side to this side, or like here, from here to here, by the time I get up to here, it's already it's already solid back here. So there's but I got it really, really, really hot, and you could see these ripples moving across the metal from the wind of the plasma coming out of the plasma cutter. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So those are like ripples on the water that solidified as it cooled, and it did so in about I don't know, a nanosecond or two or three maybe. Not very long. So, and I'm playing with this stuff because this stuff is not really rare, right? I've never been able to afford platinum, man. So I went out and found some of my own, and I found a whole bunch of it. And what I think we can do with this is not like make jewelry, man. We can make buildings and cars and motorcycles and airplanes and spaceships and stuff like that. Um, and then I have this one, right? This is kind of the first one that I did that way. It came out pretty cool. When metal gets hot, the metals move towards the heat rather than away from the heat. So as I'm melting this, the silver that this started out as evaporated because it got so hot. It was 3,000 degrees. The plasma is 3,000 degrees Celsius. Well, when silver melts at about 950 Celsius, and its vapor point is reached well before the 3,000 degree mark, and as it evaporates, it's pulling in the AUPT from the dust that this is laying on. It's like sitting in a crucible like this. Actually, it was like this. Um, and so, and I started torching it, and you can see that it's, kind of bunched in there. And it kind of looks like a dinosaur being hatched out of an egg, kind of cool, or maybe a phoenix bird or something. I've been wondering about this and what it actually is. See, these are to make like tools and stuff, and I have platinum here, maybe ounce and a half, something like that. Ounce, 2 ounces. Yeah, it might be. It's a bunch of it. It's a bunch. But there's palladium in it too, right? Palladium is not as heavy as platinum. And there's a considerable amount of palladium because I've heated it up a whole bunch. And the longer I heat it, the less gold there is available, and the greater the ratio of platinum to palladium. The platinum and gold are real heavy. Gold is 19 and platinum is 21. But palladium's only 8.8. The specific gravity is the density of the material, its weight to volume ratio. So if I have a volume of 1 cubic centimeter of water, it's 1 gram. Of platinum, it's 22 grams. Of this stuff, it's 16 grams because there's a mix of gold in there, platinum, and palladium. So it's very dense. It is absolutely non-magnetic. There's no magnetism at all. And it has a melting point of 1768 degrees Celsius. And the only way I can get it to melt, and I can't even melt it very far, is with a plasma cutter. Yeah, at 3,000 degrees Celsius, because like the heat of a oxyacetylene torch is not hot enough to melt this. It won't do it. It'll just it just turns red. It doesn't even get hot enough to turn white. Just kind of absorbs the heat. And like when you work with gold or platinum, what we do is we work in small areas and just melt one little place, and you know, solder different or weld different things on. And a lot of times you don't even have to use like a solder. It just melts the material itself together. And with platinum, jewelers at any rate use hydrogen rather than oxyacetylene because it requires so much hotter of a flame. So, and this is interesting because this whole thing was molten, absolutely molten. And yet, there's all this writing in there, and I don't even know where it came from, man. It's not the original writing on there. This is the original writing, this stuff right here. These little, like, deer antler looking things. This stuff, I have no idea where it came from. It showed up when I melted it. Isn't that something, huh? All right, so anyway, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, what in the world you could do with 2 ounces of platinum with all these little cool things on them, and what it is actually is a bottle cap opener. How about that? I can open Coke bottles with my platinum Coke bottle opener with a little phoenix bird on it. Far out, man.